I didn't touch him.
You know.
Listen.
Hey, we know, buddy. We know.
First and foremost, somebody was in the room saying that I was scared of them. So I stepped to him and showed him who was the boss of this fight.
Terence, during a recent press conference in New York, Bud Crawford and Saul Canelo Alvarez came perilously close to fighting, laying the groundwork for what could turn out to be boxing's most thrilling encounter. Canelo violently pushed Crawford back when he aggressively crossed the platform during a heated argument, prompting Dana White and security to quickly step in to stop the mayhem. When Crawford declared, "I'm hunting everything he got," in response to Canelo's earlier comment about fighting in a smaller ring, the tension was further increased. Fans were giddy as the competitors gazed down at one another in a show.
I always try to respect my opponents, and I think he don't did them because he really wanted to do. I think Turki Al-Ashi told him, "You need to do something," and he did. He did. And now before I respect his word, because he say, "Oh, I'm not gonna let somebody to tell me what I need to do," and he did. So, but you know me. I respect everybody, but if you with me, so it's gonna be different.
Terence, is that true? Did Turki Al-Ashi ask you to spice things up?
Turki didn't ask me to do nothing. I didn't touch him.
Crawford dismissed any idea of dread and exuded unflinching confidence, making it obvious that he is not afraid by Canelo Alvarez. During the press events, he purposefully closed the space and made it clear that he stepped up to him and demonstrated his dominance, reaffirming that he is not afraid of the challenge. Crawford promised to aggressively pursue Canelo on fight night, staying resolute in the ring and not to let anyone dictate his tactics. His boldness went beyond words. Each stride in Canelo's direction and each composed confrontation emphasized a point. He is ready to prevail in this conflict rather than fearing it.
You know.
Listen.
Hey, we know, buddy. We know.
First and foremost, somebody was in the room saying that I was scared of them. So I stepped to him and showed him who was the boss of this fight. I ain't scared of.
Hey, I never say that. Your uncle say that, not me.
I ain't scared of and you're gonna find that out. As you seen, the last press conference.
We'll see.
When I walked you down, when you supposed to be the bigger man.
Yeah, hey, you say that because you fighting with nobody, and you obviously look like you're a great fighter. But you find out September 13th, this is gonna be different for you.
With steely confidence, Canelo dismissed the stage incident, stating that Crawford's too-close approach was the only reason he reacted. Later on, he clarified that his shove was a normal response. He said that the build-up had always been strong and that he was only enforcing respect. "That was my reaction," he stated. Canelo respected Bud despite the flashpoint, seeing him as a skilled, well-rounded fighter with a wealth of experience. He strengthened his attitude before the match in September. Hungry, disciplined, and resolute, he declared, "I'm here to win," and added that this fight might turn out to be one of his best. A provocative indication that the tension is not at all like that of promotional play.
Canelo, what did you think about the shove, that moment that happened on stage?
I'm turning on right now.
Right? Yeah. Did it make you want to go harder for the 13?
I don't know, but made me feel more excited.
Love it.
I'm gonna train so hard.
Terence "Bud" Crawford and Canelo Alvarez's press conference in New York was a flurry of activity that went much beyond simple advertising banter. "The only running I'll be doing is running upside his head," Crawford yelled in response to Canelo's pushback against his challenge. The audience gasped when he said, "He's got a big head, too." When Canelo suggested a reduced ring size, Crawford responded that he would be hunting everything he owned come fight night, continuing the verbal back and forth. When Crawford moved forward, tensions increased even more. Canelo then shoved back, causing security to quickly rush to stop the situation from getting worse.
He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. He's not gonna beat me. Don't worry about it. I think this fight is gonna be in the books of the history of boxing for sure. That's for sure.
For sure, them belts coming with me. They coming home with me. I'm telling you right now.
You can see it, but
I'm taking
it's gonna be
taking
it's gonna be difficult. You take it to your
I'm
home.
taking them. And ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about it come fight
And
night.
I know Turkey's in your corner,
I promise you.
but look, it's gonna be very difficult. He's gonna be so mad that day. Believe me.
I see you. I see you. You see I'm
I
different.
see you too.
You see I'm
I see
different
you.
than all the other ones.
No, I see you. No, you don't know different. You're nothing different.
I'm different.
Nothing different.
I'm different.
We'll see.
You gonna see.
We'll
You know
see.
it.
We'll see. We'll
We
see.
gonna
son.
see.
Before their press appearance in Riyadh, Crawford disclosed that he and Canelo had a surprisingly friendly supper. Turki Al-Sheikh, a Saudi promoter, planned the gesture. Crawford acknowledged that the meal was uncomfortable even though everyone at the table seemed friendly. Canelo claimed he was unable to stop thinking about taking on Crawford in the ring 2 months later, even though he had previously eaten and hardly tasted his food. Although the evening demonstrated professionalism and regard for one another, Crawford made it apparent that goodwill ends when fighting breaks out. When the bell sounds, he intends to turn any pent-up anxiety into complete concentration.
What was on the menu last night?
Man, there was so much food there. I couldn't eat. I had just ate, so it was kind of crazy.
Did you get the sense that Canelo was perhaps trying to scope you out, or was it just a friendly dinner?
It was a friendly dinner. You know, it wasn't no animosity, bad blood, or anything like that.
Was His Excellency trying to probe anything between you, ask some questions that might cause some hairy moments?
Nah, not at all. Not at all. It was all cool.
David Bendez offers Terence Crawford good odds, citing his superior boxing skills and battle IQ. He estimates that Crawford has a 70% chance of defeating Canelo, particularly if he adds weight to successfully challenge Alvarez. He cited Crawford's track record of defeating elite opponents and underlined that, despite the fact that the move to super middleweight is still a major challenge, he is an amazing fighter who handles pressure well. Bendez later provided a more nuanced opinion, acknowledging Crawford's brilliance, but viewing Canelo as a slight favorite, perhaps 60-40 THS, due to the weight class difference. He acknowledges the uncertain nature of this crucial clash and shows respect for both combatants in his remarks.
Terence Crawford, does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised if he loses either. Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Errol Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I know you don't. Terence wins 68.
Yeah, well, if that's, yeah, I can make 160.
Speaking on ESPN, Stephen A. Smith provided a calm assessment of the upcoming Canelo versus Crawford fight. He recognized that this clash was special. At super middleweight, two all-time greats met and paid tribute to each other's fighting traditions. In his analysis, Stephen A. emphasized Crawford's remarkable boxing intelligence and versatility, pointing out that Canelo would have serious difficulties due to his southpaw technique. However, he acknowledged that Alvarez is a dangerous opponent due to his physical prowess and winning record.
Let me tell you what I think should be gone. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez. He's entirely too small. Jamel Charlo already proved that. Y'all remember that scene from Rocky? Remember that scene from Rocky 2? When Carl Weathers was Apollo Creed and his trainer was like, can I be honest? I saw you beat this man within an inch of his life. And he kept coming. He wouldn't go away. He's wrong for us, baby. He's wrong. Let it go. Apollo couldn't do it. And lost fight number 2. Trained him for fight Rocky 3 and then got killed in Rocky 4 by Drago because he couldn't let it go. Bud Crawford needs to let it go. Too small.
Many experts feel that Crawford should use Dimitri Bivol's 2022 performance against Canelo as a guide to success. Canelo had problems at light heavyweight due to Bivol's strategy, which was dominated by a disciplined jab control range, maintain high mobility, and unleash calculated bursts of assault. This strategy is echoed by Team Crawford. According to reports, trainers like Bobak McIntyre studied the Bevell and Mayweather bouts to develop a strategy focused on ring generalship, hit-and-run strategies, and deft footwork. Some analysts believe Crawford should eschew mid-range brawling, which is reminiscent of Bevell's masterclass, and instead use switch-hitting angles to mimic Lara's movement off the ropes. In essence, experts think Crawford can duplicate Bevell's recipe. Hold Canelo at bay, use your jab, move, and forceful blow.
Bivol is the fight you got to study if you're Crawford. Crawford ain't Floyd, but he can do a Bivol. The problem is Bivol's a big dude. This is rough because this fight is only a matchup fight. Let me tell you what I mean. I got a lot of fighters Canelo fought at 168 beating Crawford. I got Caleb Plant beating Crawford. I got Berlanga beating Crawford. I got Callum Smith beating Crawford. Just way too huge, of course. But that's why Crawford ain't campaigning at 168. He's trying to beat Nello because Nello is a special case. He's one of the best fighters of all time, and he's actually a little guy who ballooned up to 168.
Given that both fighters are 5 feet 8 inches, Crawford has played down the apparent size disparity between himself and Canelo Alvarez. This comparison, however, ignores the substantial difference between their native weight classifications. Canelo has competed up to the light heavyweight division, despite Crawford's background mainly in the welterweight class. This weight class distinction is significant since it represents the fighter's inherent advantages in strength and weight in addition to size. Crawford's move up to super middleweight 168 pounds, without a rehydration clause, according to critics, would offer Canelo a significant advantage.